Okay, part 2. 2 liter a minute cell. I don't know if you can see the solution moving through my braided hose there. Same injection point as mileage increase on previous videos. 2.2 liter Nap Z Nissan engine. So we're going to walk back here. Okay, with O2, with it injected, our numbers have went up. Guess I can equate that to the lower engine RPM from the 30 amp draw on my alternator, which is maxed out at this point. So we have a lower efficient burn. It's not burning as efficiently due to a poor or less vacuum signal to the carburetor, and we're pulling in too much fuel. So let me go ahead and kill this cell, see if anything changes. It shouldn't change. Yeah, still pig rich. Next step is to redo this and weld an O2 bung up near my header and redo the numbers. This is for your and my information only. Don't take everything that I say is gospel either. As you know, what a lot of people are doing is just, well, this guy says add an efie, all is good. Well, we need to go about this in a little more scientific approach. This was a pretty crude but relatively effective test. The excess hydrogen we're introducing to this vehicle anyways, the O2 is not picking it up, and we're using efies to change long-term fuel trims, and this could be a vehicle detrimental and environmentally detrimental. We start leaning out fuel curves, you're going to increase your NOx, your nitrogen oxide, which we all know is your whole acid rain and just a lot of poor things happening with our air. Think about these numbers and ponder them. I've showed them to you as simply as I could without really reworking the truck. I will redo this, like I say, with the up near the header, but it won't affect anything at all. But I'll show it to you anyways. And then I'll go ahead and do a wideband, and there's the lift gate, and do it again. And the wideband I can actually data log with my laptop through the controller, and I can get some driving numbers for you. Any questions, comments, leave them on the comment. Send me a personal message. I'll get back to everybody as fast as possible. I'm packing up the shop right now and my house, and we're moving from Portland, Oregon to Burbank. So that's a 900-mile drive. So the Suburban videos will kind of be on halt for probably about 3 weeks. The wife will be driving the Suburban, and I don't want the HHO on there because she won't be in tune to what's going on. I do have a 14-foot Chevrolet box truck with a 350 cubic inch throttle body injected motor that I am going to put the HHO on, and I'll have multiple cells. I'm going to be able to throw 2, 4, 6, and 8 liters a minute at it. Unfortunately, I have not been able to do a baseline mileage per gallon. Previous owner stated 8 to 10 at 55 miles an hour. My first tank of fuel, or at least a good 100 miles plus, I'll run without any HHO, get a base number, and then start adding it incrementally and see what happens. So it's kind of throwing you out of the mix here with the Suburban, but I will get back to it as soon as possible. And anybody having questions or comments, Please understand I am in the middle of a major move, and stayed up all night trying to get these numbers for myself and everybody. Working hard at it, learning so fast with this HHO stuff, my head's spinning. I'm a bullheaded individual, like I said before, and I got to see the stuff for myself, kind of, because I'm a skeptic myself to a certain degree. I've already seen some of the positive results, but I use my skepticism and human negativity to kind of fuel my fire, and especially with other people opposing this and asking me questions and crunching numbers and trying to prove it wrong on paper, and I'm just like Scarecrow says, just build it, just do it, figure it out for yourself. Another note on wideband, if you do have an 06 Honda, Saab, Saturn, 06 or newer, and recently to my attention it looks like some of the Chrysler has gone wideband. Please don't put O2 extenders on these things and take that sensor out and out of the exhaust stream. That computer really needs the feedback from the O2, and basically all you're going to be doing is you are going to be leaning it out, and yes, you're going to be getting better fuel mileage, but your long-term effects are going to be very negative, especially in your pocketbook. You have a car that new and it runs that lean, I think you're going to have a tough time getting a warranty, because the computer's not going to show anything going on. In a new crate engines, you're talking $3,000 to $6,000. Rethink this if you would. I'm coming from you, trying to help people and not have them make rash decisions by what they've read, and kind of go at this smart. If your mileage has gone down due to HHO, I'm working on some of those answers, but I don't think the O2 is the reason. You've changed the way the fuel burns inside that engine, and being a high-performance engine builder, when you change flame rate or the combustion characteristics, there can be negative effects too, and there may be a point that we need to, a peak that we need to figure out. Some vehicles may like, half a liter a minute. Some vehicles may like 10 liters a minute, and that's something that we all need to test and work together and get this info. And the more people relaying to me, I've got a really good picture of everything going on. I kind of read you a description of O2 from Wikipedia. I know how it works, and I got a picture in my head, and I deal with this stuff on a daily basis. But explaining it in layman's terms, I'm failing you miserably, and I apologize. But I do know my engines, and I do know how these things work inside and out. And I just really don't want to see anybody hurting things if we can avoid it. With all that being said, thanks for watching the videos, and I apologize for the crappy first one. Hopefully these next two answer a little more questions. I'm introducing dry, clean HHO to these. Steam will play a big part. I know I've warned on steam, and that's what it was a warning. Too much steam can be hazardous to the engine also, and I'm working as fast as I can and finding you guys kind of a red zone. I've used steam injection and water methanol injection for many years with great success, but I've always taken it easy at first and kind of worked my way into it, and I've always watched EGTs and going about it incrementally and not just throwing all this stuff in it blindly, like unfortunately a lot of you are, just because you don't know better and you're reading all this crap on the internet. So take it one step at a time, one variable at a time, document it, compare stuff, just go a little at a time, and keep researching, keep watching all these other videos and documentation, and make some judgments for yourself. Higher Power signing out. Thank you for watching.